Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning. Welcome to episode number 14 of Deathloop. With love, support, and respect, and knowledge is power. I'm your host, Zach Dawson, through Kevin Sorting Running Egg and Tia Tagali, and pretty much, Mia Camilla. If you guys are stopping by to catch a new episode of Deathloop, if you guys want to catch more Deathloop every Saturday and Sundays, you guys can hit that like button, support button, and comment. If you guys love, support, and respect is key. We'll be meeting and greet new people one by one. Follow the instructions on YouTube and checking out our descriptions on YouTube. I've been on YouTube, guys, for 5 years and counting. Twitter 3 years. And what we'll find, guys, is a new group of new friends and new family members that want to be part of this community. And this entire group that wants to be part of something that no one has ever had, or a big family that no one has ever had to begin with. But other than that, if you guys have a Twitter, if you request me on Twitter, it's Zach Dawson, 824-65600. You guys can let me your first and last name information on Twitter, what your name is, what you pretty much like to do on Twitter, knowing a little bit more about yourself, what your personal level is. Anything that follows is results that people want to see on your channel. But like I said, guys, I've been on Twitter for 3 years, YouTube 5 years, Reddit, I think almost for quite some time now, but it's actually the same as, the same, but it's actually different what we honestly do on Twitter. Anything that happens going forward today. So guys, let me know what you guys like to do on that. Hey, what's up, Stevie? How are you today, sir? Welcome back, buddy. How are you? But other than that, like I said, guys, my numbers are 824-65600 on Twitter. If you guys also have a Steam account, you guys can friend request me on Steam. The name is Zach Dawson93. I do have a couple good people so far today that I actually am friends recently on Steam. Any games I like to play, guys, any Zenzuis, any music, sports, action adventure, shooting, anything you guys can bring, any games you like to play on Steam. Said I was gonna be finding this guy. I guess not. But other than that, any puzzles you like to play or anything you guys like to bring in. We can friend request each other and follow each other on Steam. The name is Zach Dawson93. If you guys have an account on, what was the other account? You guys also have a Reddit, friend request me on Reddit. The name is Zach Dawson as well. Through Kevin Sorting Running Egg, Tia the Gale, and a couple others to expand. Anything that follows with love, support, and respect. And also, guys, knowledge is power. Anything we can do. But other than that, the only one I only have on Reddit is Kevin, aka Tubatab. You guys can check him out. He's awesome. He's fantastic. I love this guy. He's tremendous. And the only current days we can check him in is on his live streams. That would be Fridays, Saturdays, Sunday, Mondays. Running Egg almost 24/7. So just get away Monday through Saturdays. She's a sweetheart. And she's amazing when it comes to live streams. She's a good friend of mine out of 255 mods. I love her as a good friend of mine. And also, guys, if you have a Instagram, friend request me as your awesome commentator. I do have some good people. For example, New Dunn, aka John, which is actually his very first real name. And Sony's Getaway, and Kevin, aka Tubatat. Alright, with love, support, and respect, the most important thing, same with knowledge is power, is we watch videos in full. That's can like, support, comment in full. Send me out, tweet me out on Twitter and Reddit. And half and half on Instagram if you want. And you guys want a shout out, let me know. You guys can vote to land at 38, Grand Solomon at 14. Also, guys, my stats is my highest likes is 29. Top reviews 99, 113. Highest mods 255. Now every 19 to 20 minutes, you guys can IG news. But other than that, I actually did some sleep again today. I was going to be live a half hour ago, but I just wanted to sleep in for maybe kind of like a bit more. But I really can't complain to adjust anything. But alright, okay, what would be a good question for you guys? See if I can so I can put something together. Let's see. The last time people will come in. Well, guys, we have a bit of a poll question for you guys. With Fast 10, in a few years, with actor Jason Momoa, okay, I pretty much pronounce it, being added. What do you guys think on that? Alright guys, here's, see if I can add this. Good opportunity, good role, different actor in the series, not the same main, different actor in the series, or not the same. But alright guys, here's your poll question. It's pretty much coming out of Fast 10 today. Pretty much it's going to be in theaters in the next couple of years. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, TJ. How are you? But I don't know, I slipped in a little bit this morning. Got done with my first 2 to 11 last night as well. And honestly, guys, I actually passed out right on time. Little after 11:30, 11:35, so I can look at my schedule from this morning, and I was okay. But the good thing is, I actually did have some good help last night, so... he was off at 10:30, I was off at 11, back to back to back. So I go back to work this afternoon, then I'm having my last 2 to 11 tomorrow, guys, and then I'm off Monday, Tuesday. So the plan for tomorrow, you guys, for love, support, and respect, the knowledge is power, and also staying positive and loyal, as we all do in the script today, is you guys can also expect another episode of Deathloop tomorrow as well. Hey, what's up, Nora? Good morning, girl. How are you? Welcome back to the live chat. You see, guys, he's pretty much out of 255 mods in this group. But other than that, and to be honest and clear, I mean, I was doing a little more thinking of what I should do. I mean, it's like if someone has a big amount of cash in their wallet or does not know what to do, it's like, what is the only thing you can pretty much do, you know? And my love and I were talking about it on my last break from work last night, and pretty much anything I want off the bat. And I was doing some thinking yesterday. So 9 times out of 10, what if I got my first Xbox Game Pass for my PC? I mean, that would actually not that bad of a way to go. I mean, I could play any games I would play, but the question is, would it be associated the same with that and PS Plus? Which you guys already recall, I will not be renewing PS Plus till later on this year. I still do a 1-year subscription. But what do you guys think in the live chat? Do you guys think I should go after one? Or do you think I should get something a little more bigger than that? Because my amount right now is pretty much in the mid-hundreds right now, so if I had to guess... My love and I were talking about it during the time being, and I'm like, I don't think a Game Pass for my PC will be enough. I'm like, and it still ain't gonna be enough. You know, I'm thinking, and I was also gonna be able to get the copy of Pokemon Legends of Arceus last night, but Walmart did not have it for the Switch. So the price for that's pretty much almost 50 plus. Was I'm still thinking about getting that copy for her. So I was thinking, her and I can spoil each other on Valentine's Day. So we'll see how that's going to go, especially if they brought the first few copies in, since Arceus was out since yesterday. But we'll see how that's going to go. Do you have any thoughts on that, Nora? Guys, every 19 to 20 minutes, guys, get IGN News. Today's date is January 29th, 2022. As we'll also in the last couple of days, guys, also. Wait, actually, no, I wasn't talking about you, Nora. What do you guys think I should do? I was talking about my pun, Rose Dawson, by the way. Besides, her and I have been together now for about 1,665 days today. I was joking, Nora. So, do you have any ideas what I should do? I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get myself a PS5 investment because I'm gonna be going back to GameStop next month on the 25th. So that's pretty much no problems to attach or anything. But I mean, it's not like I need a new investment right now. I really can't ever complain. Besides, we're already at the weekend already. So, if I had to honestly guess, maybe that's an Xbox Game Pass. I can go either 15 or go a little more big by getting Ultimate for my PC. But it all depends what games I like to play, you know? I'm always a big RPG fan. Always a... what do you call it? Oh, it's all good. It's all good. But, Nora, do you have any advice for me? What I should do? I mean, I already know how much I hand, but I'm... honestly, 9 times out of 10, I should be able to get anything I want, you know? I mean, even though it's kind of like my big return or outside return, you know? But I just don't know. I mean, I'm like, I could go after something big. I mean, my point wants me to go something big. But I haven't done it for the last couple months before the last time being. Get to a spot? Well, that actually costs plenty of cash. I mean, plenty of cash to take something off the bat, and, maybe. But it would be something. But it won't be after Love and I get married, though. That's another thing, too. I mean, I could get something a little bit more competitive and common, but I just don't know where to start, Nora. I mean, that's actually been bothering the crap out of me for the last couple of days. 2 or 3 days now. Of what I think I should buy, you know? And 9 times out of 10, I mean, there's a couple I mean, that's the only idea I can think of right now. I mean, yeah, maybe buying an Xbox Game Pass for my PC, but I haven't done it before. And to be honest, the answer is yes, guys. My PC that I've had for almost about a year. Getting some stocks. What socks? Like the Mandalorian or any Star Wars, any Titanic socks. I mean, 9 times out of 10, like I said, I'm not getting the PS5 game right now. I mean, I would like nothing more to get, that new investment. Well, a new investment right now, but that's why I have to go to GameStop to go after new investments. Or have half with Walmart, you know? Oh, ow. Rick TV, what's up, Rick? How are you today, sir? Good morning. How are you on the weekend, buddy? But honestly, no, it's like... I've been hearing from 1 or 2 other people the last couple of days, thinking I should get something for myself first, and thinking about spoiling my pun secondhand. I mean, I always put my pun first, I put you guys first, and my job at Walmart every time, you know? Besides, it's going to be 5 years by next month of the 23rd of February. You know, and also I've been having some pretty good achievements over the years since day one. Well, Love and I have been together for over 4 years. It's been 1665 on a Saturday today. And Walmart almost 5 years, YouTube 5 years, Twitter 3 years, so on and so forth with no problems intact. But, I mean, do you honestly think I should get a PS5 game now? Or would you rather wait until I pick up Elden Ring? And also my opponent wants me to still, she asked me if I'm still going after that Princess Jasmine costume, and my own parent and I got into it, and I'm like, I don't just love what I do, I just do it, to be honest, and she thinks I don't have to keep on getting the stuff, even though I was upset by the time I got Cobra Kai 2 weeks ago. I mean, she was just playing, you know? But honestly, I just thought it was time for me since Ho and I are big fans of Cobra Kai since day one, since YouTube Premium started with the first 2 seasons so far today in this group. Well, like I said earlier, I don't think I'm going to get a new PS5 game right now. But if I were to maybe go with one, I would just buy one instead of going after like Xbox Game Pass. But I'm willing to only charge maybe like 45 a piece, maybe like 40 a piece. But I don't know. I mean, I've also been with PS Plus too, guys, for pretty much about, so what do you call it? I think 3 years. Ever since after I stopped the PS4 after 6 years. So I still don't know if my opponent's still going to be able to get my system, but I'm also going to be picking up another thing too at work. I'm going to get my W-2 and see if I can, and have my get my tax return prepared. I may have a couple of good ideas for that, but I just think I should focus the amount I have right now, you know. But honestly, guys, I just don't know what kind of item or anything I want, you know. Something about health and safety, getting myself some food. I mean, I'm like, what kind of answer is that? You know, I mean, no, do you agree? I mean, I should be able to buy anything I want and also spoil my opponent the same way. But I don't think my old parent understands, you know. She does not know what love, support, and respect is. Something about looking after me, making sure I'm taking care of myself. I'm like, if anything happens to you, I'll have my pun and I'll have a couple other parents with me. Besides, you see, my pun is actually the most important thing. What we do in this group and what I do at Walmart for almost 5 years. And I'm like, seems to not tell me 95% of the time what I may or may not do, what I may or may not do with this amount of cash I have, you know? I mean, it all comes down to my love and I. But I'm still going after Arceus, like whether she likes it or not, you know? Between my love and I, for sure. And she also did mention, guys, on the call, I mean, it was pretty much, it was before I called my pudding, earlier this week, okay? And from what I've heard, as a matter of fact, she wants me to get that Jasmine costume wait till Halloween. I'm like, I am not waiting till Halloween, so my pudding can be impatient. I'm like, I'm going to get that done. I mean, so what I'm thinking right now is, here's the thing, guys. My love and I will mention some about this too. She thinks I should wait until after Valentine's Day, so that way I can surprise her. She's the love of my life. I don't care what my biological parent thinks. It all depends what my love and I think for our future. It's like if she mentions anything about what I should do with the cats I have now, I just think she should leave my love and I well enough alone, you know? She should leave my love and I alone, and I can do whatever I need to do. I mean, I can use that amount anytime, anything I want, you know? I'm like, I can't even think of an opportunity where I should lead towards. I mean, it's like any situation you guys can have. You have somebody in your life and you don't know what kind of amount you should be spending on, you know? 9 times out of 10, you should be able to do what you pretty much want to do. And once I can do something with that, I really can. But the question is, do I want to go big? That's the big question. But we'll see. Alright guys, enough about that for now. We got news to talk about this morning. And that would be IGN News. Today's date, guys, is January 29th, 2022. As always, guys, love, support, and respect is key. We'll be meeting great new people one by one. As long as we follow the instructions and checking out our channel descriptions. Now, what we'll find, guys, is new connections that have people that have accounts like, say, Twitter, YouTube, Reddit, Instagram, any of that good stuff. With love, support, and respect all together, guys, we're just one big family. So far in this group today. And what we'll find is new connections. Like, for example, guys, new friends, new family members that want to be part of this group. as long as we talk it out together and what our strategy is together. Anything I would want or anything I would need, you know. So I'm like I said, that's the only small idea I can really think of right now. But I don't have any other ideas right now. But alright guys, if you guys have a Twitter, don't quest me on Twitter guys, it's the awesome commentator Zach Dawson, 824-65600. You guys can also, I can also follow you guys as well, if you guys have any first and last name information on Twitter. Tell me what you do on Twitter, how long you guys been on Twitter, and we can tell a little bit more about ourselves, what we like to do, and our personal careers anytime. As long as there's no negative suggestions or no problems or concerns. What we want to do in this group, filled with love, support, and respect, and knowledge is power. But as always guys, tell me your first and last name information and your numbers in the same way. I've been on Twitter for 3 years, YouTube 5 years, Walmart almost 5 years coming up next month. Before I pick up Elden Ring for the PS5. I have about $25 on it guys for the PS5. As of right now. Skywalker's at 40. After I traded in both Chris Hills, the first game I beat this year, and MLB 21. But I'm still not 100% sure it's going to be on the new baseball cover. And that would be guys the title, MLB 22. I'm also thinking about buying that too, but it all depends. If I'm looking to go old school or try other different modes, other game modes on baseball or not. But I'll keep you guys posted on that. If there's any release date, any cover between any baseball team, but that's why there's only 30 teams. But other than that, if you guys have a Steam, phone quest for you guys on Steam, the name is Zach Dawson 93. Any games you like to play, any RPGs. I am the most hell of a fan. I'm a great fan of RPGs since I was a kid. Compared to Final Fantasy, JRPGs, MMORPGs, or any regular RPGs. You know, any games you like to play on them, puzzles, sports, racing, action adventure, if you guys like solving puzzles, you guys can take an opportunity, if you will, to check out any thousands or hundreds of games you want to play on Steam. As long as what game favors you. What's really happening for you. What games you like to play, any information you like to play on that, let me know. Or you can talk to anybody in this group in a live chat. What games you pretty much think that you pretty much should go after and why? Anytime, for the most part, anytime. But the name on Steam guys is Zach Dawson 93. The next step guys, if you have a Reddit, don't quest me at the awesome commentator, Zach Dawson, from Titanic. Also from this group, the only one I have on Reddit today, always, and that would be Kevin, aka Tubachat. And apparently this creep already saw me from behind, which I was actually never expecting that, but okay. But other than that, the name is Zach Dawson, guys, from Titanic, from Carrot, Sony, and Running Tia Gale, and so what was the other name? Oh yeah, Mia Camilla, that's what I was thinking. But other than that, the best way so you guys can check out Kevin. He's the only one that is awesome. And it's always 100% key. Now it's his power by staying positive and loyal. But the most favorite element is love, support, and respect is key. And the best days you guys can check out Kevin is every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Mondays. Running Egg almost 24/7. And Sony's Getaway. She's a sweetheart. She's a great friend of mine. And I love her to death. She's good. At 255 mods. So you guys can check her out. I think sometimes Sundays, but 9 times out of 10, maybe like 8.9 out of 10, Monday to Saturdays. Alright guys, with love, support, and respect, the most important thing is we watch videos in full. And you guys can also send me or tweet me out on Instagram if you like. The name is Zach Dawson as well. But other than that, you guys can tell me anytime you like. But with love, support, and respect as well, guys, and knowledge is power, the most important thing, most favorable and important thing, is we watch videos in full. You guys can like, support, comment, tweet me out, send me out on the apps. And also, if you want a shout-out or need a shout-out in this group today in the live chat, let me know. And you guys have all the land at 38 and the Great Solomon at 14. And it's still by 24 today, guys. I don't know when I'm bringing back that poll question, but it'll be soon. Sooner than we think. But we'll see what happens. I mean, it's not like my love and I haven't practiced for quite some time, but we were having a romantic evening the last couple days ago, and I should be coming down probably Monday, but I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted on that too. Alright guys, we got news to talk about this morning, so let's run them all down. Today's date for this morning is January 29th, 2022. So the first article that comes to us from IGN, guys, in this group, is that 14 hours ago, everything non-critters that pretty much need to know about a show called The Legend of Vox Machina. Now, I never heard anything about the show. Maybe it's just like not much of a preview or any negotiations involving the anime show, to be honest, but I'm not 100% sure, guys, if it's kind of like Deathloop or not. Actually not Deathloop, Demon Slayer. I don't think it really is or is not, but and the thing about the description as well is said thank you for shooting me when I was trying to get some cover. But as you guys can see, don't follow Critical Role. Not into D&D. Don't worry. Prime Video's The Legends of Vox Machina is still here for you. And that article is from what's her face today? From this, going into this group, Andrea Towers. Now, if you guys are looking to get something available at the IGN store, you guys are welcome to check out what you guys think of this. Tell me what you guys think on this. Anything you guys can look into, or anything that's more exploration. You guys are welcome to check out the new merch called the Mandalorian merch. It's available now on the IGN. If you guys are looking to get something from the Mandalorian, anything that follows, guys, with love, support, and respect, and knowledge is power, is any items you guys can bring in that has good importance. If you guys already got started with a game called Pokemon Legends Arceus, you guys can get yourself a shiny new free Ponyta, which is actually black, pretty much brown, or pretty much gray, blue flames, or whatever. I'm still trying to get my pun, guys, Legends of Arceus. I'm still trying to get her that. So, I mean, she's going to love me so much when I get her that copy, guys. No joke intended. I'm still thinking about getting Pokemon Arceus for the Switch. Even though I'm not much of a Switch person anymore, but I don't know. But we'll get more of that in just a little bit. So, you guys can also check out the best new anime you guys can really watch right about now. I'd say the Demon Slayer, any other shows you guys can think of. Well, most of us are big anime fans, ever since we were a kid, or adults, small genders, or whatever. You guys can feel like whatever anime you pretty much want to go back as well, back towards the 1990s, 2000s, kind of like old school. You guys are welcome to check out any anime you guys can watch. And that's from Mike Mammon. If you guys are looking to see any control on your PC, you guys are welcome to check out any best PC joysticks for ultimate realism, immersion, and precision. You guys are welcome to check any PC joysticks that can work on your PC, whatever game you're playing. Any variety of games you like to play, between any of them, or I can pretty much take your chances. Any games you guys are looking to summarize, bring that towards the table if you'd like. As long as we know what games you like to play the most. As long as you guys have a good joystick. Alright guys, Johnny Knoxville remembers the Jackass Forever stunt that resulted recently in brain damage. Now kids, definitely don't try this at home. No, Adam Bankus today, guys, got some inside scoop and some information on the following today. So pretty much Johnny Knoxville is going to be in the Royal Rumble today. I mean tonight. But we will be doing predictions of the Royal Rumble tonight. I mean for tonight. Before I go into work this afternoon. Before I start closing Walmart tonight. So, as we can see, there was an article about this involving due to the fact from Anna Bankus. So according to Anna Bankus today, guys, comedian actor Johnny Knoxville revealed that a stunt involving a bowl and the fourth final installment called Jackass Forever went so wrong they suffered brain damage because of it. As reported by NME, guys, Knoxville was a guest on the Howard Stern show and talked about how a bowl knocked him into the air for sure and left him with not only between 2 injuries, maybe like 1 or 2 today, of a broken wrist and broken ribs, but also a concussion, guys, that resulted in a brain hemorrhage. So Johnny Knoxville was on the Howard Stern show pretty much yesterday, and he went on to say the following. Yep, I got a brain hemorrhage from that. So my cognitive abilities went steep decline after that hit. No one in my family is happy with the stunts. What's up, brother Mark? How are you? Now, the bowl hit was the worst hit I've ever taken from a bowl. Or maybe period. I remember taking some tests, and the neurosurgeon said, "Do you have trouble paying attention right now?" I said, "Yeah, why?" He goes, "Because you scored a 17 on your attention, that's out of 100 at this point." So apparently, guys, he went on to say, I had to go under all these types of treatments. And this trans, something about trans magnetic stimulation was they buzz your head with these magnets over about a half hour, which is actually like 30 minutes, at a time for like, oh god, I would say 10 to 12 treatments over a series of 2 months. It's supposed to help with depression and help my cognitive skills. It was a tough one to come back from. I was trying to edit the movie at the time, but I couldn't sit still, unquote. It's like if any of you guys are trying to think of it stunts of your own, kind of like what Johnny Knoxville and the others were doing, it's like you don't want to go through the same thing as Johnny Knoxville has before they would actually go back to start filming due to COVID-19 restrictions or cautions. You know, it was right before Omicron got started. So other than that, it's like, I mean, yes, he had about 10 to 12 treatments, but 9 times out of 10, as long as he was okay, it required a couple months of surgery, maybe like 3 months of surgery. So other than that, as long as Johnny Knoxville was okay coming out of that stunt, even though it came out of a bowl, pretty much kind of like a horse, maybe like a bowl transition. I did see people making videos of the new Yu-Gi-Oh game. Hold on, let me look at that in the chat. Oh, Master Duel, nice. Well, what's your review on that, brother Mark? Anything coming out of today for the weekend, or not exactly? I mean, I don't think I'm getting Yu-Gi-Oh for the PS5, so I would give an answer probably not, but I would say no. But it all depends. And then also, guys, Johnny Knoxville went on to say that he suffered from depression following the stunt, and that was something that has not ever happened before in his acting career. So 9 times out of 10, no one's gonna be able to have to think twice, maybe like 3 times the time of doing a kind of like a funny stunt, or like doing a bowl, stepping out of a skateboard like Steve-O or Bam Margera, for example. But I do have Tony Hawk, the legendary skateboarder, guys, Tony Hawk in the fourth Jackass movie, to be honest. But no one can replace Tony Hawk. He's one of the best of all time. You guys can also look at other skateboarders too, back in your age. I mean, I don't recall the last time I played Tony Hawk. It's been a long time since. You guys have been giving me popularity and like, support, comments involving Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remake. But it's actually been like a couple years. Maybe like a year and a half and no problems with 2 of them. But both of them in one remake case, they were good. Both games were good. I had some good fun. So basically, guys, Johnny Knoxville went on to say, I can't take any more hits to the head. My brain was just playing tricks on me. So I really got depressed, guys, on overfocus on things. I did have to start medication for the first time in my life. It completely turned me around. That and doing therapy as well instead. It was very hard recovery for me. But from this last injury, but I'm great now. But I feel like I'm the healthiest I've ever been. Well, the first time Johnny Knoxville got into that franchise was like day 1. It was, honestly, guys, Bad Grandpa was actually the 3rd movie in that franchise. So it's a good thing he pretty much did not go wrong by having brain damage for it. But as long as he was okay after doing that one style with the bowl, so people can say they've done it before, inside or outside this group. I mean, if I would have ever tried that coming out of a franchise, my point would not even, you see, my point, guys, would not even allow me to do it if I do. So it maybe like kill me. But I'm not sure if it would be kind of like a funny stunt or something. I mean, it would be something, but I don't know. I mean, the question is, I don't know. But the good news is, guys, Johnny Knoxville was on the Howard Stern cell recently from yesterday. But he actually is doing fine. And never felt any prouder or good in a health shape. Well, guys, can I get this guy? Headshot, thank you. Hold on, guys, one of my peers has already sent me a message already. I'll look at that in just a second. But I don't know, to be honest. Brother Mark, would you get into that incident or no? I'm not sure a lot of us would have an opportunity. Well, guys, you guys are welcome to check out from IZ and staff today. Of the 10 best, same hours. Okay, there we go. You guys can check out the best 10 MMORPGs. That can be a big time commitment, guys. For a long time, past and present. You guys can check out the favorites we've played for dozens, okay, hundreds of hours. I probably won't jump into that. But here's a different article that we have for you. As you guys can see, a fan has made one of The Simpsons' most iconic scenes into an adventure game. As all of us today in one big family can relive the steamed ham scene via a game not unlike, guys, The Secret of Monkey Island. And that was a scene from The Simpsons. So basically, due to some of the facts onto that, or maybe like kind of like other things, I'll look at that in one moment. Can I shoot that? Probably not. It's not like there's any poison gas on it today. Alright, let's go. We also have another Carson.
Make sure he's dead this time.
Oh yes, guys, my phone was actually went for family and her sister last night. So I did say, you guys recall what I pointed out yesterday, that so recently went Love One with her family last night, and basically she bought 2 games yesterday. And guess what kind of score she shot? She shot at 88 and at 89. Well, if you combine those two, 177 divided by 2, apparently, guys, she had an average only pretty much in the late 80s. It was actually, she was not under A game. So that's actually not too bad. I mean, that's why I've been balling for over 19 years. And my opponent is excited to see me come back into the action coming up this, pretty much this Tuesday. And when I don't waste any time, I just get up and throw as good as I can. And when my statistics for a long time, it's check this out, guys. My average is a 223. High single 192. Was I started 192? I think before the end of 2021 was actually the highest I've ever had throughout the qualifying before I practiced between 2 games. But other than that, I'm like, it's about time I saw a new high single, and that's a 192. Now my favorite sauce, guys, is the strike. My least favorite sauce are having stupidity splits. Even though I'm not good at converting splits, I try to think of a way to do it. That's why I go with 1 strike ball and 1 spare ball, and I can get some together. But other than that, I don't just love what I do. Like I said earlier, plenty of times, I just do it. We're just one big family. Feel with love, support, and respect, and now it's power. Alright guys, let me look at this article real quick. It's involving The Simpsons. I probably won't discuss any of that involving the Steam Ham team. But it was actually back in season 7. Due to the fact for it. Hey John, how you doing today, sir? How are you? But that's another thing too, it's like, yes, Sonny Knoxville pretty much had brain damage, but even though he was feeling funny after that ball. John, I don't think you and I would ever try it if my point was Dawson was watching. Trust me guys, I would not ever try it. Especially if I'm going to be having a brain humor or something inside my head. Which I probably would not. I mean, I don't think it would be good enough to try. Or have anything that way, but I don't know. But alright guys, let's get back to the statements. Can we, so looks like this guy's up top. We also have the inspection of a map of Odom. Up there. I'll take it. Well guys, let's go and cross over here. A little bit of fireworks, as a matter of fact. But there is no resourcing. Did you watch the podcast with Howard Stern? Apparently, Johnny Knoxville was talking a little bit about that one stunt he had with that ball. He pretty much did a couple times, involving due to the fact with. Yeah, you're telling me. It's like kids should not be able to do it coming out of the franchise. I mean, well, how old are you, John? I mean, you're 47, right? I mean, I will say, Johnny Knoxville did tell that story before recently doing Zack S Forever. So that movie's coming out in theaters probably. It's going to be probably the next month, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be watching it or not. Maybe, but it all depends if it's going to be a good, funny review. I mean, maybe I would think about watching it. But my love and I have our own movies to watch in theaters pretty soon. Our first movie, guys, we're going to be watching is The Batman. Brother Mark, I'd like to introduce you to my good friend, John. So, John, I'd like to introduce you to my old friend, brother, my old brother. That's a good idea, buddy. But, would you rather watch a different movie besides that, John? I mean, I'm always a big fan. I'm always a big fan of romance movies, comedy movies, action drama movies. But I'm always a comedian when it comes to movies like that. When it comes to movies like that or any romance movies. I remember watching plenty of movies out of that. But I can't think much about that today, but it all depends. Alright guys, back to the news. Bruce Campbell's Evil Dead, the game, has been delayed to make it groovy as hell. So the thing about this game, guys, is most simple. The delay was in part to ensure the experience that will groovy, something like that. Do you remember watching the Evil Dead, John or Brother Mark? You guys can verify or advise it in the chat. I mean, Bruce Campbell is pretty much one of the major characters that pretty much does what he feels like doing by using any weapon he wants. I mean, he uses pretty much his best friend, and that would be a shotgun, a flamethrower, or something like that. I mean, I remember watching The Evil Dead. with Bruce Campbell recently, which I don't think Christopher Walken was in the movie. I obviously don't think he was, but Bruce Campbell, I mean, he was also in movies kind of like, for example, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. But way before, so what do you call it? Before Stan Lee passed away. So, Bruce Campbell did I obviously think he did a pretty good job when it comes to being the hostess in Spider-Man 3 and pretty much the play constructor or the hostess in the very first in Spider-Man 2. But him and the Evil Dead, he actually did a hell of a job doing a couple of those movies, you know. But the thing about that too, the game itself, the bad news about that is the game itself is going to be coming out. So the former current date, guys, for the game, it's not coming out next month in February. We are about to get into February by Tuesday. So the game itself, guys, for Evil Dead, the game, is going to be coming out on May 13th of this year, 2022.
I love the Evil Dead movies and TV.
Now the thing about it too, guys, that's another thing. I mean, yes, most of us have seen the movies with Bruce Campbell in it, but it still don't have to refresh any memories. I mean, no problems to take, but I don't know. I mean, wait until May 13th. It's like a lot of us know what that movie is. I love the Evil Dead movies and TV. So, what's up, Kronos? How you doing? So, are you a big fan of any horror movies? Like Scream, Twilight, or anything compared between the franchises? As long as it has Bruce Campbell as the AS8s. Oh crap, heads up guys, I don't have any bullets right now. But nice if I had some. Can I kick you out of there, buddy? As long as I have some good weapons on me. I'll get to that message in a second for my pudding. So, let's go to the Anabankos today. There's always something due to the fact on it. So we'll see. Alright guys, back to the news. You guys can check out the best smart pens. If you guys are looking to take notes, you guys can check out more digital note taking by looking at the best smart pens. So, how you been today, Kronos? Welcome to the live chat, like I said earlier. We still need some good bullets right now. Honestly, guys, we don't have a lot right now. Oh, the Final Destinations. What are your thoughts on the series? Did you watch the new trailer? I mean, from what I've heard, they're actually making a sixth one. 6 or number 7 of Final Destination. From what I've heard earlier this week today. I think I've watched maybe like one movie out of 6 or 7. But they're actually calling in, I think 6 or 7 recently. But I haven't seen any of them. Oh crap, hold on. Oh, that's good. Are you involved in any gaming? Or any pre-orders for the PS5? Or any Zenzuis? Like I said, I've been a big fan of RPGs since I was a kid. Sports ever since I was a teen. Mid-teen if I had to guess. Can I get this guy without an eyelid? Sorry, buddy. Well, guys, let's go ahead and unjam it. Alright, I'll look at the other news in a minute. Especially if I can figure out what the other enemies are today. Alright, guys, let's go up to the staircase. Then we got love, support, and respect is key, and knowledge is power. We're saying positive and loyal.
Hey, Kronos.
So, how many movies have you seen, Kronos? Final Destination? Or have you seen Scream? I remember watching 2 Scream movies. That was the first one, and I think 3 or number 4. But I have heard recently some good things involving the remake. It's sort of 9 out of 10, which people thought the movie itself was pretty good. Which I think so too. But I haven't seen the movie yet. But I have heard it's pretty good. I mean, there's really not much to be said on it, but only maybe like 1 or 2 problems, but not as many. Sorry, buddy, headshot. Oh crap, they were about to come on board with me. Heads up, guys. Because for the time being, I want Scream ages ago. Right, but yeah, the very first one I remember watching was because of the first one. I remember watching the first one back then, when we had the first appearances with David Arquette, and not sure who played Cindy, but she did very well as a badass character. So that's why she's been in all Scream movies as to this point. Alright guys, if you guys have a copy of Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, you guys are welcome to have yourselves a guide and walkthrough. You guys can solve every puzzle, find all collectibles in Uncharted 4 and the Lost Legacy of Uncharted, and with these walkthroughs. Now, I don't know if I'm going to begin Uncharted either. I mean, the last time I played Uncharted, it's been a long time. You know, I mean, I would like nothing more to play it again, but I would have to figure out what my episodes are. Or I could restart from scratch with the 2 of them, and restart the datas and have new save files. Which I don't think that's going to be the master plan. I think anytime soon or going forward. But I don't know. Maybe. Well, guys, maybe the last article, you guys check out the X-Men face-off of who you guys think is the best member of the team. So we already talked about that. Well, guys, we have another article that popped in today. You guys can check out the top 10 movie heists of all time. Now, the thing about the heist movies, what does it take to pull off the perfect movie heist? For example, in 2015, we assembled a crack team, the best of the best, guys, heist films of all time. Do we know any heist movies, Kronos? Or not really, or not much to take forward? I mean, I would think a couple good movies, but I'm not sure. I mean, I would think of a couple ideas, but not very many. I mean, I don't know if which one would make a lot of sense, but I think there's... Well, I know there's some facts with no problems with some of the movies that we can honestly think that are pretty much in the top 10, but I don't know. Maybe Scream, maybe something else, I don't know. Could be something to verify. But honestly, I'm not sure what the heist movies are. Well, guys, back to the news and other news today between top stories. As you guys can see, director, producer James Gwynn, as he confirms Guardians of the Galaxy, guys, is the last time people will see this team. Now, the reason why it's going to be the last time we see this is due to the fact, well, I'm not sure what the actors are going to be having planned now, but I do know it's actually the last movie for former WWE superstar Batista as Drax. Also the same with guys with the facts involving Guardians of the Galaxy, and that would be for example Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, and you know the same with Vin Diesel. And that's pretty much another thing too. I mean, yes, I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy once, maybe like a few times, but I don't know. And, I mean, have you seen any of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, Kronos, or not much? Or are you not much into it? I've only watched one movie, guys, and that was the first one. But after that, but the second one, not as much, maybe half and half. Well, guys, back to the news. As you guys see, it was actually Andrew Garfield's idea to include this meme in Spider-Man No Way Home. So Andrew Garfield had something on it. We can we can think of a we can think of it. Hold on, we can think of any Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can get this message going. For my pudding. There we go. Alright, guys, now most of you guys have not heard that even though Dwayne Johnson is not coming back as Hobbs, as you guys can see, Aquaman main actor Jason Momoa. And also from Aquaman as well, guys, in this group. Guess what movie he's going to be signed on? As you guys see, he's going to be confirmed as the Fast and Furious 10's villain. That's right. Jason Momoa, guys, is going to be in Fast 10. And what is he going to be doing? We're about to check it out right now. So according towards the facts, Fast 10 coming out till May 19th by next year. Even though it's going to be April before May. But the thing about Jason Momoa is real simple. So the thing about that too is, what is he going to be doing? Let's see what we have for you. So as you guys can see, according to Logan Plant, as you guys can see today, it's been official that the Fast Saga Twitter account has confirmed Jason Momoa. He got honestly, guys, I don't think it's really 9 times out of 10 a joke or anything. But according towards this article, that Jason Momoa, the main character of Aquaman, is going to be in the upcoming Fast and Furious 10 movie. Why? Now the Fast Cam keeps getting bigger as they welcome, guys, Jason Momoa to the Fast and Furious family. So the franchise's official Twitter account, guys, went on to say with that personal being. As the official Twitter account, guys, says, along with the approximately glamorous photo of the actor with the hashtag Fast10. I'll look at that in a second. I had... Hold on, guys, let me see if I can get this. Help me with my entry. Yeah, there we go, guys. Another message here. Do you guys have any thoughts on Jason Momoa being in Fast 10? Guys, let me know on the set for it. Now, the thing about that, guys, like I said, Fast 10, it's going to be a conclusion of the Fast Saga. It will be a 2-part film, with part 1, guys, will be released coming up next year. Now, the thing about the story, coming out of Fast 9, when, I don't know if John Cena is going to be in it, but he did say he's going to be making his return. But the movie he's going to be in, which I think he is going to be, well, I mean, I was watching a video from, I was watching a podcast from Tim, when he was recently doing the, Jesse and Timmy show, on the podcast episode 6, when they were actually giving predictions on the Royal Rumble tonight. And something about John Cena being in another movie, but I don't know if he's going to be in the Royal Rumble tonight. I mean, he has most of these movies that he's doing, you know, doing his TV show, pretty much anything off the bat, and that would be doing new episodes of season 1 of The Peacemaker from the Suicide Squad, and pretty much playing a traveler that John Cena is going to be playing as a 16-time world champion. So now to think about the Fast and Furious franchise, he used, hold on guys, see if I can get this. It's hands to heal it, and close. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna see if I can get this. Close my eyes. Okay, there we go. But that's another thing too. Well, let's double check while we're at. Hold on. So the thing about the Fast and Furious franchise, guys, it has a history of adding extremely muscular men to its cast of characters. But it seems, guys, that Fast 10 will be no different after what happened the last couple movies on that. But after Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, guys, as Hobbs, and John Cena appeared in previous movies, it could be Aquaman star Jason Momoa's return to face off against Vin Diesel's Dom Toretto and Fast and Furious 10, guys, which I think is going to be a good collision. Kronos and Brother Mark, or any of you guys with love, support, and respect, and enough power today in the chat. What do you guys think about Jason Momoa being in the final 2 parts of Fast 10? I think it's going to be interesting when him and Vin Diesel are going to be doing one-on-one. If it's going to be some sort of a no-holds-barred fight between what Vin Diesel recently had as Dom Toretto, taking on Jason Statham's Saw. Or could it be something different between the two? I mean, are we thinking it could be a street fight or something else? I'm not sure. Now, THR, guys, reports that MoMA is already in final talks, guys, to join the next installment of the Fast and Furious franchise. But we don't know much about the next movie's plot, guys, in this group. But apparently, Jason Momoa himself could be playing one of the movie's villains. But it is possible, guys, that his character can work alongside Charlie Theron's Cypher, who recently escaped, guys, at the end of last year's Fast 9. Now, many members of the family, guys, are expected to return in Fast Furious 10, including the one and only, guys, Michelle Rodriguez, Letty, Tyrese Gibson's Roman, Ludacris Teeds, and Sung Kang's Han. And there's also going to be some unfinished business too, guys, between Han and Jason Statham's Deckard Saw. Now, if you guys remember watching Fast 9, and also remember watching Fast 6 or 7, you guys remember what happened with Han. And the thing about the credits, guys, for Fast 9, it's so the two interacting for the first time since Saw's attempted murder of Han. So, you guys remember that very well. And that was past and present. So, but there is one character, guys, that's not making this return. After Vin Diesel responded to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, actually Dwayne Johnson's message, if he would return as Hobbs in Fast 10. Now, the thing about that too, guys, we talked about that. I mean, we already talked about that involving IZN News on Instagram about this. I think it was actually during the first week of January of this month. You guys remember how we talked about that? So, there is no plans for Dwayne Johnson to make his return at all. Even though if he's going to be in Hobbs and Saw 2, with Jason Statham or not. I mean, Jason Statham is going to be back in The Expendables 4 with Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone, for example, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Bruce Willis is going to be in. And also, guys, Megan Fox as well. Let's not forget about Megan Fox, for example. She's going to be in the 4th Expendable movies, too, as a matter of fact. Now, the ongoing beef, guys, between Johnson and Diesel seems to have reached its conclusion, at least for the time being. But at the very end of last year, guys, the thing about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is very simple. That there is no chance he would return the franchise, especially after Diesel's social media posts that did not go over well with The Rock. Now, Diesel did make a post telling The Rock, guys, that he stood so up for Fast and Furious 10 and rise to his occasion and fulfill his destiny. So, the next movie that Dwayne Johnson will officially be in, he's going to be reuniting with Jason Statham with Deckard Saw on Hobbs and Saw 2. So, even though he's not going to be returning in Fast 10, guys, he will be in Hobbs and Saw 2. Dwayne Johnson is. So, I don't think it's really not that difficult to explain. You know, as a matter of fact, if he does not want to rejoin the Fast and Furious films, so I mean, probably not. I mean, at least the good thing is he's returning as Hobbs in Hobbs and Saw 2. That's pretty much not spelled the end of it. I don't think it should or ever bring something towards the table. Hey, what's up, Game with Hope? How you doing? How are you today? Well, guys, forget about 9 to 10 likes. Let's get some more likes in the live chat. Guys, my highest likes is 29, top reviews 99, 113, and my highest mods is 255. It's we're about 745 away, guys, from 1,000. I highly doubt we're going to be making that happen. Wouldn't it be great if we do? I don't know. But the good thing is, guys, I mean, there's two good things. One, Jason Momoa is going to be one of the major villains, one of the villains in Fast 10 for next year, and what do you call it? What do you call it? There's pretty much another theory, and also, like I said, that's one thing. Two, Dwayne Johnson returning as Hobbs and Saw 2 with Jason Statham. But I don't know. I'm not 100% sure when Hobbs and Saw 2 is coming out. I would say probably during next year, maybe like the year after that. I don't have much of a clue. I don't know. Honestly, guys, I don't know. Oh, you don't know what's the rest? Okay. Well, even though, guys, it's never the same, and always never will be the same without Paul Walker as Brian O'Connor. But his ghost did appear, guys, in Fast 9 during the credits. From what I can see and what I've heard, but I mean, I will say Fast 9 is pretty good, but my opponent has no interest in watching that set at all. So he has no plans of watching the movie. I mean, I would like to see the movie better than Suicide Squad, but the Suicide Squad with John Cena, the return of Waller, the last name Waller. That movie is really good too. If I had to pick which movie is better, I would have to say the Suicide Squad. A bit better than Fast 9 for sure. But I don't know. Well, are those the only 7 you remember watching, Kronos? Only the 7 Fast movies? I mean, those vehicles cost a buttload of cash. Thousands. Tons. Especially the ones that Dominic Toretto drives as old school or something else that brings to the attention. Between speed, nitros, H2Os and whatnot. Whatever else it could be, you know? But do you have any thoughts on Jason Momoa joining the Fast franchise? Yeah, the Suicide Squad, yes. But yeah, I mean, the very first Suicide Squad they recently made was back in the mid 2010s. My family and I basically watched the movie. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, Jason Momoa, I don't see why not. I mean, it all depends what the name of the villain's going to be. I mean, he's best known, guys, as Aquaman that can talk to fists. And also, guys, Jason Momoa does have a second Aquaman movie coming out before the end of this year. I haven't seen the first one, but I have heard the movie is good. But I don't have much to take part in it. I mean, I don't want to just have to make sure this rhyming idea or a massive idea that needs to be brought to our options at this point. So there's probably not much to add or not much to ask for it. Even though, like I said earlier, I'll say it again, it's not the same with Paul Walker. The fans of Paul Walker at this point. As, like I said earlier, what's his face, Brian O'Connor. So, but the first time that Dwayne Johnson was in a Fast movie, guys, it was recently in Fast 5. It was also in Fast 6, 7, and 8. Don't think it was in Fast 9. I mean, you look at most of these actors, guys, for example. They've been in most likely every single Fast and Furious movie. You look at Ludacris, Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Han has been in, Tokyo Drift is number 3. So he's recently been in 3, 5, 6. I think it was also in 7. What do you think, Kronos? Do you agree? Was he in Fast 7? I don't know if he was in Fast 8. But I know he was in Fast 9 or something. I don't know. But Vin Diesel, guys, has been in 8 out of 9 movies, despite the fact with Tokyo Drift. He does a hell of a job as Dom Toretto. He plays this badass driver to protect his family. and they'll look after him. They'll look after his family after the passing of Paul Walker as Brian O'Connor. So I don't know who's gonna be replacing who or what. I mean, with Jason Momoa in the mix, I don't know what this villain is going to be doing. Even though he's going to be recently working with this one person that was in a movie with Seth MacFarlane, and it called A Million Ways to Die in the West, and that would be Zoe Duran. So the first time she's been in a Fast and Furious movie was The Fate of the Furious, as long as I can remember. My answer could be yes, but I don't know. That's pretty much just a guess. But alright guys, you guys can see yourself news. I did tell you guys the last couple of days we would have a review. I will give you guys my predictions of the Royal Rumble. But we're gonna get that. We're going to easily get to that right now. Remember guys, there's actually a WWE pay-per-view that's on the road to WrestleMania. So that's why you have 30 men at the Men's Rumble and 30 women in the Women's Rumble, you know? So, we're gonna look up that in just a little bit after I get these clips out of here. If you guys are not giving a thumbs up, you guys can send me out, tweet me out on Twitter, Reddit, and half on Instagram. As always guys, like, support, comment, and follow as good as you guys can. So the Royal Rumble guys is tonight on Peacock. So with most of that in mind, I don't know how many matches that are in there, including the Men's Rumble, Women's Rumble, a mixed tag team match, and, you know, WWE title on the line, Universal Championship on the line. I actually have some good predictions on that. Oh shit, look out guys. I'm sorry you cannot climb up the stairs very often, but maybe you should listen to that MCS music video about handicapped people. That would be nice for you. Hold on guys, I'll get to that crap in a minute. When we go back down, see if there's any other healing. I thought I would give you guys my predictions real quick. If we're thinking that's going to be on top. I don't know if Leon Kennedy is going to be watching it tonight on Peacock or not. Maybe, but I'll be doing 2 to 11 tonight and tomorrow, as far as I know. So maybe I can check out some of the highlights. Oh gosh, dang it! Thank you. Well, guys, we got 10 to 11 likes. Let's get some extras. We got my highest likes is 29, top to views 99, and 113. And my highest mods is 255. So at the Royal Rumble tonight on Peacock, for example, it's actually the 35th anniversary of the Royal Rumble tonight. So let's go put that right there. Going to dismiss that. Dismiss that. Okay, thank you for the backup for that. Well, guys, we got some predictions. We got some matches for you guys for tonight. Hold on, let me double check my balance real quick for Google Play. It's gonna be something to refer to. Okay, we should be good with no problem. I can always renew Google Play. I just have this good amount I have in front of me right now, so anytime I would like. So, well, guys, we got plenty of matches. We only get about 6 matches, which is actually no surprise to me. But I would assume, guys, these matches should be pretty good. So, with that in mind, let's get our first match out of the way. We've got we can start with our first one. We have a singles match for the WWE Universal Championship on the line. We got the Tribal Chief, the longest reigning WWE Universal Champion, the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the big dog, Roman Reigns, as he'll be defending his Universal title tonight against Seth Rollins. But it does mean also, guys, that the Usos are banned from ringside. So, who do we see and why? Well, Well, I know Seth Rollins is a former Universal Champion, past and present, back when Becky Lynch became the Raw Women's Champion. So, I'm kind of thinking, half of the people are going with Seth Rollins dethroning Roman, and have Roman challenging Brock for the WWE Championship, but this could go maybe like a couple ways. One of two options. I say Rollins wins. I say Seth wins, and then we'll get the winner of the Men's Royal Rumble tonight, and have these two meet at WrestleMania. But it all depends who wins the Men's Rumble. That's another thing too. You know, sorry about a good drink, buddy. I didn't mean to get your butt drunk right now. So honestly, guys, who do we go with? That's the problem. Honestly, guys, if I'm just spitballing right now, if I'm thinking who I think is going to win, I'd say Roman Reigns retains. I'd say Roman retains, and I mean I'm about 50-50 right now. I say Roman Reigns retains and holds on to the title until Elimination Chamber. He loses the Universal Championship, and then we get Roman and Brock Lesnar for a championship, one-on-one. So that can go either way. Well, guys, we also have a mixed tag team match tonight at the Rumble. We've got Edge and Beth Phoenix taking on Miz and Maryse. Hands down, I don't see Maryse and Miz winning against their ass tonight. I've got Edge and Beth Phoenix winning. So that's an easy one to predict. I've got Edge and Beth Phoenix, the Glamazon, and the Rated R Superstar Edge, WWE Hall of Famer, former World Champion. I've got those two having an easy win, prior to what I'm seeing. So I've got Edge and Beth Phoenix winning. So we also have a singles match, guys, for the Raw Women's title tonight as well. You have the man Becky Lynch defending against Doudrop. As much as I would like, guys, I would like to see Doudrop win, but it's actually first challenge for the Raw Women's title, even though she was waiting to get her opportunity. But honestly, does Doudrop win? That's another thing. I mean, Becky Lynch is a 2 or 3-time Raw Women's Champion currently, so this could come down to the wire. It'll come around the corner. So I say, I may or may not think of an upset, but I'm gonna go Becky Lynch retaining. I see Becky Lynch retains the women's title till WrestleMania, or towards the women's elimination chamber. We do not know that yet. So I see Becky Lynch retaining for sure, but I'm about 80% sure that I say Becky retains. Alright, guys, we also have the WWE Championship, 20 years in the making, coming out of MMA, even though these two have been waiting to get it on since day one. You've got the challenger Bobby Lashley with MVP taking on the WWE Champion, guys, the Cowboy Champion, Brock Lesnar. 20 years in the making, guys, for the WWE Championship. This is a tough one for me right now, too. I mean, these two have been waiting to get it on since fucking 20 years. Ever since they've been waiting. I mean, most of us have been waiting to see when this match would happen. And we finally get this match, guys, tonight at the Royal Rumble. So, I mean, this could go a couple ways, too. This could go a couple ways, too, guys, in this group. With love, support, and respect, and knowledge is power. If I had to predict, if we get Seth and Brock, that'd be something. But I'll give you guys my prediction of who we're thinking that's going to win the women's and men's Royal Rumble match. I'll get to that in just a little bit. But for the WWE Championship, well, I know Bobby Lashley, the Almighty is a former champion. He's had some good matches with Drew McIntyre. Had an easy match with Kofi Kingston. I don't know. If I had to predict, this is actually a big question for me as the awesome commentator. if Bobby Lashley wins, I could see him and Big E at WrestleMania. But it can go either way, guys. The next pay-per-view after the Royal Rumble tonight is the Elimination Chamber. So, I'm going to say Bobby Lashley wins the WWE Championship, so we can get whoever wins the Men's Royal Rumble match, though. But these two are going to be having a big match tonight between Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. It all depends how long of a match is going to be. I would say no more than like 10 minutes. Depending if Lesnar retains until WrestleMania, if we get him and Roman, or him and Big E. I'm not 100% sure. So I don't know. It could be one of two things. Well, guys, we have two Royal Rumble matches. We're going to start, guys, in the chat with the Women's Rumble. You only have 30 people. You've got Rhea Ripley from Raw, Nikki ASH, Dana Brooke, Carmella, Queen Zelina, and Tamina from SmackDown. You've got Sansi, Natalya, Aaliyah, Naomi, Shayna Baszler, SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair, the returns of Nikki and Brie Bella, the Bella Twins, Lita, Michelle McCool, Kelly, Summer Rae, and now for the first time, guys, in WWE history, we get to honestly see, coming out of Forbidden Door, that there's Forbidden Door for itself, guys, that anybody wants to join the men's and women's. And that would be, guys, the Impact Knockouts World Champion, Mickie James. For the first time, guys, we get an Impact superstar. So that's a good opportunity for Mickie James, going in as Knockouts champion. And then you also have, guys, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Sasha Banks actually made a return to SmackDown last night. What's up, Duds? How you doing? And then you also have Sonya Deville. Who do I see winning? It's a toss-up, but I have it narrowed down to two or three. It's either Rhea Ripley. Well, it all depends who's going to be in the final five. I was watching some of the Nikki and Timmy and Jess show on Pro Wrestling Unlimited earlier this week on Wednesday. And as a matter of fact, I don't know who's going to be in the last five. But I do know, guys, Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka might be at the Rumble tonight. I'm not sure if she's winning. Kairi Sane, maybe, coming out of Tokyo, Japan. She could be in the match, but I'm not 100% sure. Now, there's one wrestler, guys, that Jess and Timmy did not mention. What if we get the former Impact World Champion Tessa Blanchard in the match? What if we get Tessa Blanchard in that match? And also, guys, there's one other superstar too, and that would be the former longest reigning champion as well in women's history, Ronda Rousey. She's going to be in the top 3 or 4. I'm thinking Rousey could be in that opportunity. I mean, I know she's going to be in the Women's Rumble, but I'm thinking, here's the thing in the script today, guys, with lots of respect. I can see 3 people winning. There's three choices. I can go Ronda Rousey for 1, SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair, and my top choice, I think it's going to be Sasha Banks. Those are my top 3 I'm thinking right now. So, I can see one of those three winning. So that's the Women's Rumble. Now the Men's Rumble. Remember, guys, we're on the road to WrestleMania. In any World Championship that he wants. We have the 2 members of the Street Profits, guys, in this group. You have Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio. You've got Austin Theory. You also have, guys, announced at day 1, the actor Johnny Knoxville, Sheamus, United States Champion Damian Priest, the phenomenal AJ Styles, Big E, Happy Corbin, Madcap Moss, Sami Zayn, Kofi Kingston, Kevin Owens, the tall brick, the tall tower, Omos, Randy Orton, Riddle, Chad Gable, Otis, Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura, Rick Booz, and Ricochet. There's also how many spots that are left? I think we got 5 left. And we also have 7 in the women's. So who else could be in? Honestly, guys, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, we have about, even though there's kind of like 5 spots left, but even though, guys, Impact Knockout Champion, Becky James is going to be in the match. Why not have the Impact World Champion Moose come in? You know, that would be something. Or maybe like an Eddie Edwards, or somebody from ROH. And somebody in particular that wants to make a name for himself, you know? But if I had to predict who's winning the Men's Rumble, I would go with one of 2. I mean, honestly, guys, I would be laughing if Johnny Knoxville would have won the Royal Rumble. Johnny Knoxville is not. I would be laughing if John Knoxville does win the Rumble tonight, which I don't think he has a big of a chance. Okay, guys, I'm thinking of... It's 3 or 4 people I think it's going to win. I'm thinking it's either going to be AJ Styles. That's 1. Big E is 2. It'd be nice if we had the Boogeyman in the Rumble tonight, which he could. But I'm not 100% sure, though. So I'm thinking either Big E. For 1. Now that I think about it, guys, I'm thinking, well, Ricochet would be an epic choice. Would be an obvious choice if Ricochet would have won. I don't see Omos winning. I don't. I mean, Omos is actually 7 foot tall, 400 pounds. Big Show? I mean, I don't think anybody else has mentioned Paul Wright, aka the Big Show, but he's actually from AEW. But I'm not sure who the other 5 people would fill in the Men's Rumble tonight. We could get maybe... I mean, I've heard other people from the podcast this week mentioning John Moxley could make his return as former AEW World Champion. So that could be a big name. That could be a big suck. That's why any Royal Rumble match, guys, every year brings big surprises. Good surprises, sucks, anything that remains. So my top 4, guys, my 4 sources that I think is going to win the Rumble. I have got, well, Otis is not winning. Alright, guys, this is what I have. I've got AJ Styles, Big E. I've got those 2. I've got Randy Orton, and whoever is going to be filling the rest of the 5. I don't know. Undertaker, maybe the Dead Man, but I was just taking much more of a guess. I don't know. But if I would have picked one prediction, I say Big E and challenges either the Universal Championship or the WWE Championship. But like I said, this is what I've got, guys. I've got either Ronda Rousey as my top 3, SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair, or Sasha Banks. Bianca Belair could win as well, but I'm keeping it in my top 3. But it would be a big suck if Rousey does make a return, goes to WrestleMania and challenges for the Women's Championship, either SmackDown or Raw. Don't think she's challenging NXT. So we could get some good returns for the Women's Rumble. I'd say either the NXT Women's Champion, Mandy Rose, a Braun Breaker, the NXT Champion, and there's also 2 other superstars too, guys, I've got to mention. What if they get Tommaso Ciampa and a Pete Dunne? Not Walter, guys, Gunther, the former longest reigning NXT UK champion. Hey, Sody's Getaway, how's it going today, girl? I missed you and I love you. How you doing? I was going to end the chat right now. after doing predictions for the Royal Rumble tonight for the WWE. But I missed you today. But other than that, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I'm going to call an episode this morning. Well, guys, with love, alright, guys, with love, support, and respect, that's going to be a wrap for me. I should be back tomorrow morning. Same time, same channel for Deathloop. If you guys are watching the Royal Rumble tonight, you guys can watch it off of Peacock, the WWE Network. Any surprises, any remorse, anything, any matches you guys are looking into. That's why the Royal Rumble is the road to WrestleMania. Going through the Elimination Chamber, and pretty much, I think Fastlane too. I think that's coming up in March as well. But we'll see how the others are going to go. But alright guys, I should be back tomorrow, same time, same channel, on my last 2 to 11 after today. Then I'm off Monday, Tuesday. So you guys should expect another episode of Deathloop tomorrow morning, hopefully. Alright guys, with love, support, and respect, if you guys want to catch more episodes of Deathloop, every Saturday and Sundays for an hour and 25 to an hour and a half, or a bit overtime, make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. Remember guys, love, support, and respect is key. Knowledge is power. By staying positive and loyal, we'll be meeting and greet new people one by one. Follow the instructions on YouTube, and checking out our YouTube channel descriptions. And what we'll find is a new group of new friends, new family members through Kevin, Running Egg, Sony's Getaway. She's a good friend of mine. I love her as a good friend. She's sweet, and she brings the rose, to being the awesome commentator like Mia Camilla and Tia Gale. Those are good people, guys, in this group. But all right, if you guys have a Twitter, phone question guys on Twitter, it's Zach Dawson 824-65600 from this group, and also from Titanic. With having a good lucky hand. And the best I've seen, guys, hardly any rats, but no caviar for me if it comes to a meal. But other than that, you guys let me your first, last name information, and follow me on Twitter. Remember, guys, I've been on Twitter for 3 years, YouTube 5 years, and counting. But other than that, the name is Zach Dawson 824-65600. If you guys have an account on Reddit, Devin, what we do on the other app of Twitter, and half on Instagram. The name is Zach Dawson. You guys can check out the only friend I have. He's pretty much... He always knows what love, support, and respect is. And that would be Kevin, aka Tuberchat. But the best days you guys can check out the live streams of Kevin is every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Mondays. Sony's Getaway. She's a good friend of mine. I love her. She's sweet. As long as there's no bananas on a ice cream sundae. But whatever else it could be added to the mix, or any disposer. Between a good taste, not a bad taste. Anything that works quite well for it. But other than that, you guys can take out Sony's Getaway sometimes Sunday, but most likely Monday through Saturdays. And Running Egg almost 24/7. Alright guys, for this morning, with love, support, and respect, when you watch videos in full, get some like, support, comment, tweet me out, share me out on the apps. And you guys can vote to land at 38, and the Great Showman at 14. You guys have a wonderful Saturday morning. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, same time, same channel for Deathloop. And then real quick, on Monday, and I'm thinking on Monday morning, you guys will have an episode of Guardians of the Galaxy, and then followed by 2042 in the afternoon. If anything changes, I'll keep you guys posted. If anything adds up or anything. With love, support, and respect, and knowledge is power. Also, guys, stay positive and loyal. Alright, guys, be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. Guys, have a wonderful morning. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same channel, for another episode of Deathloop. I'm your awesome commentator and one big family. You guys have a wonderful Saturday morning, and I will see you guys in